You guys got lots 12, 13, and 14 in the bag. And the big news there was that lot 13, you guys actually got it down, got the F-35A model down to 80 million. We all thought that was going to take you another year to do. So I wanted to ask, how did you guys do that? How did you make it happen?
So we've been working on this for quite some time. As you know, we kind of put, the collective enterprise talked about getting an $80 million airplane. I've been on the program 3 years, and it's been in that discussion since that long. So we've been very focused on getting to an $80 million program. 75% of our cost is supply, right? The bill of material for the airplane. So we've been working very closely with our suppliers relative to what it takes to get to an $80 million airplane. So with that and that focus, we really have been able to work with our supply base and get to not only lot 14, but a lot 13, $80 million. I can't get the specific numbers out yet until we definitize, but I'll tell you lot 13 will be below 80 and lot 14 will be significantly below that number. So I think we're going to surprise a lot of folks relative to what that A model will be. The other big thing that we're not really talking about is the C model. So you're going to see a C model for sure in lot 14 be below a $100 million airplane, and that's very significant for the C model as well.
At what point did you guys figure out that you were going to be able to reach those numbers, and what was the reaction both within Lockheed but then externally when you were able to tell the customer, here's the price that we can offer?
We've been working together as an enterprise, really, JPO and Lockheed Martin, since last summer with these targets in mind. And I would say probably right after the first of the year, I think both sides start to get a sense that, hey, we're going to be able to accomplish this. So really, early winter timeframe this last year, we figured out, hey, we're going to do this.
And we just spoke to Ellen Lord. She mentioned that, looking forward, the big question with these contracts is whether the Defense Department can go to a multi-year approach. What does that get the department in terms of maybe greater cost decreases or efficiencies?
So a couple of things, we have to be a little bit careful because we still don't have milestone C on the program. So full rate production decision, and that's tied to the completion of IOT&E. But once I think that occurs, then the vernacular of multi-year can occur, right? So we're still looking at, do we do another economic order quantity buy? We're studying, do we do a 3-year procurement? Do we do a 5-year procurement? What's the value or what's the benefit to be gained by both of those? So we're looking at that, and that's where we're very focused now. So we have 12, 13, and 14. Now let's look at 15, 16, 17, potentially 18 and 19. And we're working with the JPO, OSD, Miss Lord and company, and what is that opportunity space look like? We also have a TR3 implementation coming on board, so we're going to have a tech refresh right at lot 15. So there's going to be a little bit of upward pressure. Right, so we want to bring that new capability in, that new hardware onto the airframe, cost neutral. So we're very focused on looking at a multi-year economic order or quantity procurement, as also that new hardware insertion for TR3. How do we keep that cost neutral? So we're focused on those things in the aggregate.